Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming back. This is game number 4 of the CSL Season 5 playoffs, and I know I'm thanking you guys for coming back as if you had watched the other games. Cough, cough, hint, hint, go do that. They're awesome. This is the CSL Season 5 North Division Finals between Carnegie Mellon University and University of Toronto. Currently, Carnegie Mellon is leading 2-0. Yes, I did say this is Game 4, and it is 2-0. You're thinking, well, shouldn't 3 games have been played by now? There was no Game 2 between CMU and University of Toronto, so I think they just skipped over it, or maybe they all played their games at the same time. So it does look like we are going to have a good old-fashioned TVP. This is Kevin Zhang, aka Arctaurus, playing for Carnegie Mellon University against his opponent, the purple Protoss SlaineD, aka Longdo. Yeah, that's playing for University of Toronto. And yeah, this is Shattered Temple, or excuse me, Shakura's Plateau. I know what map is which. And we do see a barracks is about to go down. Looks like we are seeing a quick scout. I'm not sure if this is actually headed cross map or close by air positions, and it does look like it is going to go for the close by air position first. So this probe is going to scout Arctaurus relatively quickly. And yeah, we do have a gateway going out the wall. Not going to see a forge first or any sort of fast nexus play yet. We have a pylon now scouting around for vision, and the wall is up for Arctaurus, so he will be able to deny that scouting with such an early supply depot. And if he is denying scouting, that could be meaning one of two things. The first of which meaning that he does have gas taken in the back and is trying to hide from his opponent, something that he's trying to do. The second, did this probe actually get a kill? No, it did not. It looks like the SCV just pulled back. I think it only half started that depot. Oh no, the SCV pulled back to scout. So if Arctaurus, he is taking that gas, he's going for that tech-heavy play, or maybe he's going for a quick command center, something like that. And this SCV is just going to repair this depot from the probe. A little bit of a mineral drain from Arctaurus, but nothing too terrible. Now the Marine is out, is going to scare away that probe. So we do have another Zealot now running around to scout. And if that is not the case, if Arctaurus is not trying to hide anything from his opponent, then he could just be going for a fake out, make SlaineD think that something is happening that it isn't. So we do see one gas going down for SlaineD, probably going to be seeing a Nexus go down pretty quick. And oh yeah, there it is, a quick command center. If I were Arctaurus, I would want to hide that as well. We do have a Zealot and a probe, and now another Zealot on their way across the map. Going to see if they're going to try to get up the ramp. So we'll have to check the vision and see if they are able to actually see that command center. So no cyber core yet. It does look like the cyber core was a little bit delayed for SlaineD. I'm not sure particularly why. This SCV continuing to scout around. We do see a stalker chrono boosted out, not going to kill the SCV, scouting the base instead, just deciding to scout around. And we do have the Zealot now running out. I don't think he saw anything of importance besides 2 or 3 Marines, which will scare him away. We do have a probe dropping a forward pylon and a second gas going down. So we may be seeing some very aggressive play from SlaineD. Looks like he was just preparing to drop another gateway, but instead decided to go with some probes. We did have a bunker about to go down for Arctaurus, but that was canceled because there were Zealots right there. The Stalker now running out across the map. This SCV is going to head back into the main. We do have one gateway going down, probably going to be seeing another or second very soon. Chrono Boost is being used on that warp gate. So this SCV is going to get in. It does see that Chrono Boost and everything going on. Meanwhile, we do have the Stalkers now moving in along with the Zealots. They do have vision of that high ground, which is kind of unfortunate just based on their positioning. And the bunker barely finishes. The 4 Marines get in there. That SCV gets away with 5 health. That is so close. And these SCVs need to be set to mine. Currently, they are idle. Yes, he does see that those are idle. We do have that fast command center. A couple barracks now going down. Both gases were taken. Currently, only 2 workers in both of the gases, so not wanting to get too much of that take away too much from that mineral income. So with that bunker there on the high ground, Arctaurus is safe from any sort of pressure that SlaineD decides to put on. Now, we do have 2 gateways. Warp gate is being chronoed, so we're probably going to be seeing, oh no, there's the Nexus. So SlaineD deciding he doesn't want to continue with that pressure, probably going to pull back with these guys pretty soon. Maybe just going to wait to see if there is a fast CC So let's just check SlaineD's vision. Oh, he did see that command center, so that's pretty big. Arctaurus does now know that, SlaineD does now know that his opponent did expand. We have a couple sentries now. Just going to try to lock down and prevent that expansion from going anywhere and doing anything, but it doesn't look like that's even Arctaurus' plan. He's just making a bunch of workers. Income tab, we can see 30 to 29. Arctaurus is ahead, and especially with those 2 mules coming down from the 2 orbitals, Arctaurus will just be able to go flying ahead in income. He will be able to drop some more barracks pretty soon. We see Stim on the way. Factory probably going to be seeing a starport follow-up. Factory play isn't all that popular in Wings of Liberty just because Mech just doesn't seem to do it against Protoss, so that's why they are adding all those new units. And I know that was just such a ridiculous tangent. It didn't actually have anything to do with the game, but that's okay. And we do see Scout for Arctaurus is going to get in, see that Nexus. I believe he already saw it go down, and we now have a Zealot walking in past all of Arctaurus' unit. This Zealot is a champion. He just says, like a boss, and walks past everything, gets into the mineral line, probably going to try to get an SCV, may get one, actually does, and then the Zealot goes down. Oh man, that Zealot is such a baller. Oh, that's so cool. And yes, we do see the reactor now going down for Arctaurus. Probably going to switch that up and get the double drop for the medevac. And these sentries are just holding the ramp, denying that expansion for as long as possible, while SlaineD chrono boosts out his probes, gets his income even higher. We do have a robotic support bay to get out those Colossus. We take a look at the income. Arctaurus is actually still ahead in harvesters. And finally we have Arctaurus moving out to take his natural with the command center. He dropped at about 5 minutes. So for probably about 3, I'd say about 2 or 3 minutes, that orbital command center has been doing nothing but idling in the main, besides, dropping SCVs and mules. So this is probably about to land, and one SCV actually ends up getting misrouted, and looks like Arctaurus is going to try to head out into the middle of the map, potentially put on a little bit of pressure onto SlaineD. I don't know if SlaineD can null this. He only has 3 sentries, 4 stalkers, 1 immortal, and the first Colossi being chrono boosted out. This could potentially be a pretty scary timing. A couple of Marines stimmed up to scout and see what's going on, and it all depends on the force fields from SlaineD. If he can really separate Arctaurus' army and hold it effectively, he can do so much damage to that army without it doing as much damage to him. And Arctaurus just picking up, not even going to try to engage the main, and SlaineD doesn't have vision. He doesn't see all of these units are going to get in and be so effective. A huge stim as they all move forward. If they take out that pylon, that's one gateway. Going for the immortal. Oh man, Colossi is actually right about to pop out. It would be completely undefended. And there's the Colossi, but Arctaurus decides not to go for it, backing up. He does try to focus fire the Colossi and doesn't manage to get it. Those Marines and Marauders are cleaned up. Meanwhile, moving in at the front, Arctaurus moves in with a smaller force of units, manages to get a pylon and a couple Zealots, but doesn't seem to have done that much damage. So SlaineD barely holding. He does have range in production, already adding Vikings now. Arctaurus is adding Vikings, excuse me. So those Vikings will be able to take out those Colossi pretty effectively. So that could have potentially been very scary from Arctaurus, but some awesome control did save him at the last second, pulling back with that Colossi. We do see another drop coming in. Healthier number of units now. Let's see, that's 6 Marines, 10 Marines, and 4 Marauders. So it does look like these are about to head into the main, but SlaineD is prepared. He does have stalkers ready. He did just drop a Twilight Council, so probably going to be getting Blink pretty soon. And now we do have Chrono Boost working on that Forge to get those fast upgrades out. Currently going for +1 armor instead of +1 weapons. And this medevac needs to be careful. It didn't actually have that much in it. So looks like we do have Stim to try to take out the Robo Support Bay. May just go down, and it does go down. No more Colossi for SlaineD. And actually going for the Forge too, does manage to get the Forge. That is huge. 1 medevac gets away, so there go upgrades and Colossi for SlaineD, forcing him to stay on that gateway composition. Perhaps going to add an immortal. Yes, he does get an immortal. So, man, excellent drop. That does manage to do the damage that it needed to do. And SlaineD just looks like he's going to sack this Colossi. I'm not sure, trying to get a little bit of micro. But against 1 Marine and 1 Marauder, it's taking a lot of damage. So this Colossi does need to be careful and back away. We do have a couple Marines now running around. I don't believe they do have vision of that pylon yet. No, they do not. So there's an observer scouting, some more units in production, you know, standard mid-game, right? So we do have a pretty... I'm not sure if I can call this a scary push, considering the damage that was done, but SlaineD needs to make something happen. He either needs to go for an expansion, or I like how he's actually not even going back for that robo play. He is trying to transfer into High Templar, probably going to get Storm and a couple of Archons. Let's see if we can find that. Oh, the Templar Archive is right in front in the natural. So this is actually pretty crazy. Arctaurus with an excellent drop. And now it does look like he's moving forward. He has a couple of Vikings, but these Vikings, there are too many Vikings for one Colossi. So I'm not sure what exactly Arctaurus is going to try to accomplish with this push. Ah, there we go. That's the reason he's moving forward, to secure his third, dropping that forward command center. We do have a second forge out now, researching. Oh, it looks like we're actually up to 3 forges. 1, 2. Where's that third forge? Oh, there we go. 3 forges, 2 of them currently only researching, and it does look like these Vikings are going to see there is only one Colossi, and that Colossi goes down so quick. Big force fields blocking the ramp, and Arctaurus needs to be careful with his engagement. Oh, sneaking up into the ramp. He could be force fielded off from the rest of his army, but that's okay. He decides to stim and engage anyway, and here come the Vikings. Are they going to land? I don't know. They are just ridiculously in the way. Let's see. There we go. They do manage to land, so it does look like SlaineD is going to be able to clean this up barely. Oh no, the Vikings do a healthy number of damage. The Archon is about to go down. So SlaineD gets into the natural, is able to do a healthy amount of damage. Psystorm is about to finish, going for the pylons. Oh no, going for the Templar Archives. He does get it before Storm finishes. So Arctaurus is doing great damage. We take a look at the workers killed. 40 workers killed. Oh man, poor SlaineD just got caught on the back foot with this timing. Loses the natural. The main is almost completely mined out. We do have a couple of zealots now trying to hold the front, but I don't think it'll be enough, and SlaineD taps out of game number 4, giving it to CMU, and this puts CMU in a really great position. It forces University of Toronto, if they want to come back, to win 4 games in a row, which is very difficult. I don't think I've seen it happen once yet in this tournament. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. This was game number 4, with CMU currently leading at a 3-1 advantage of the CSL Season 5 Playoff Northern Division Finals. And if I keep talking, I'm just going to hurt myself. So I'll see you guys in the next game. Thanks. Bye.